Hey guys, it's Kate, and today I'm going to be doing a video about my pastel supplies. So this is again my studio, and I wanted to show you just a bit about my pastels and what it is that I'm using exactly. So the first thing that I want to show you is my pastel box, and this is the most important thing. And here I have different brands of pastels, and the ones that I'm using, I will go through all of them here. But the box itself, I got it from Jackson's, and it's really neat because you can close it and you can take it with you because it has these kind of bits that actually cover. So here there's this foam piece, and then there's like a plastic thingy that covers it, and you can close it up and you can take it with you. And here I have different brands of pastels. So I started out with Rembrandts, and here you can see this is, for example, a Rembrandt. And I have Koh-I-Noor. So the brands that I'm using mostly is Rembrandts, then Koh-I-Noor's extra soft ones. I'm planning to buy the Koh-I-Noor's just the soft brand. I think they have 72 in all, and they're a really good artist brand. Then I have, again, this is a Rembrandt, Schmincke's. Schmincke's are very soft. I have Koh-I-Noor hard pastels, and like this one here. I have some Comte Pastels. Let's see. So this one here, this is a Comte. So I have a variety from soft to very hard, so from extra soft to very hard. Some of the pastels I was buying them one by one, for example, these Rembrandt dark colors. Also this one. So the very dark ones, also this dark blue, you usually don't get them. I also have Inscribed Pastels, so they have quite nice colors to them, and it's ridiculous how bright they actually are. So I basically buy everything that I get my hands on that is artist quality. Here I also have some of these. These are the Olki pastels. They are Russian pastels. They have these nice tones that are not bright. They're not bright, but they work perfectly on sandpaper, and you can use them to kind of tone down your colors. So they are nice as well. Then I have, let me see, what else do I have in this box? I have, oh, Unison. So this is Unison. These pieces here, also this one. Unison is amazing. It costs a lot, but if you do have enough money to invest in Unison, seriously, it's like god of pastel. So here you can see Koh-I-Noor's. I bought this Koh-I-Noor gray box separately as well. I really like them. If you would like to buy some grays separately, I would suggest Koh-I-Noor's. They're really nice. Then I have some Jackson's. So I'm just gonna clean my hand. So here I have some Jackson's pastels. These are handmade, and they are really soft too, but they kind of remind me a bit of Unison, I would say. So these are quite nice, and you can buy them, these boxes of 14 colors, and they have different colors in them. But you can check out on Jackson's website. They are quite nice. So I'm using those. And I bought this box because I'm lacking constantly these complex colors, which in pastel are invaluable. Then my newest thing is my set of Sennelier. And what I can say about this set, let's open it up. So here I added numbers so I can tell you the numbers, which ones I'm using. So this is Sennelier. It's an amazing set, but for example, this green here, it has a scratchy bit. I don't know if you can see this. So here, you see, shiny. I tried to take it off, like rubbing it against the paper. It doesn't come off. Then I would try it here. You can see that kind of crumbled a bit, taking it off with the nail. So it was scratching the paper, and not all of these pastels do this. Very few, so only this one for now I found. Then in some of them you can find these kind of harder bits that actually do scratch the paper, but all in all this set is amazing. And the darks, especially these dark blues, the dark greens, dark blue again, like this violet blue, and it's amazing. They are extra soft though, and I would not suggest you get those if you're just a complete beginner, because you will feel the tooth of your paper immediately and you will not know what to do with it. So it's best to start, if you can allow yourselves to buy Unison, or yeah, Unison is like, which I would use to start with, or Rembrandts, 120 Rembrandts or 90 Rembrandts. It's amazing. You can do with those. But this set, if you are continuing, is like, wow, also. Sennelier. Some, for example, these lemon yellows, they are a bit greasy, but I will be doing a separate video review of this set, and I will show you what I mean by grease. Then here I have my shards, different brands, different shards. Never throw out shards of pastel. They're very useful at adding detail. So next, I'm just gonna clean my hand. Where's my napkin? So here, this is today's tutorial that I was doing, my computer, the cracked one. Another invaluable thing, a pastel supply, a toy for the cat. Like seriously, you need a toy for the cat. Sometimes Chloe, she just does not allow me to do anything. She pushes me and she kind of goes and wants to play constantly. So another thing, do get yourself one of these. Make yourself one of these. This is gonna help you actually look at the color and see the color. Very useful. Every time that I'm drawing, I'm constantly looking at this to get the color color relationships. So then let's pass here. So this is semolina. I've spoken about this. This is very dirty. I need to change it. But you can use rice or any other. Or sand also works good. But anything that is tiny, and by shaking it in a container, you can clean your pastels. A dish. A makeup sponge. Here's a mess. I should have cleaned it up, but I have these bits to actually clamp down my sketchbook, because now I'm working, it's like middle of my sketchbook and the pages, they kind of move, so they don't move. I just pinch it together. Masking tape, different brands of masking tape. As long as it doesn't tear your paper, you're good. Then we have, these are graphite pencils and stuff. Like this is just stuff for drawing. Another thing that you need with pastels, brushes. I'm just using synthetic brushes, and I'm using those for underpainting, and I'm using those to actually collect the pastel dust. So from here, we're gonna move. This is my tabletop easel, so this is very handy, and I'm using these boards. You can buy them in art stores. They are very useful, and I have another one here, just a sec, I'm gonna get it. So this is a smaller one, flowers from yesterday. And these, they are really nice, as you can place them on your easel. And if you don't have space for any large easels, no? So get yourself a tabletop one. This one was from Cassart. I bought it, there was discounts for tabletop easels, so I got this one. And it actually is like a box, you can close it. And these boards, they're great because here, basically you could say that I can use this surface of the easel. But when you have larger sheet, it doesn't work, you need the larger board. Or if you have your sheet too low, here, this bit, it kind of doesn't allow you to move your hand very well. So it kind of holds the sheet, it's great. But at the same time, it works best with these kind of boards. So this is my thingy that I use to record my videos. Wipes, paper towels, never lack them. I always have them. So this is one thing. Then let's move here. This is a pencil sharpener. Once again, I said I saw this in Jason Morgan videos. This is swordfish, very nice for pencils. And here we have, this is a pencil case that I got off Amazon, but you can get those on AliExpress and on eBay, I think. Here are my pencils. Paper stumps, pencils. So the pencils, what kind of pencils do I have? I started out with Faber Castells. I had a small set of those, like 24. Then I bought myself a full set of Carbothellos, and I have some Derwents. These are the colors that I was lacking, some violets. And then I also have, where are they? Koh-I-Noors. So these are the Gioconda soft pastel pencils. They're really nice. They're very soft. I've heard that General's charcoal pencils are really great at covering. White charcoal is really like opaque and it covers even soft pastel. I still don't have that one, but I'm planning to buy it. Then here I have another pencil thingy case, and here I have some of these color shapers. When I just started out, I was really perplexed about these, and then yeah, now you can see them in my videos using them, especially when there are the tiny details, like something as small as this, but they also wear down if you use them too much. Also, I have this eraser. This is a pencil eraser. Sometimes it's very handy for those tiny details. Here I have some charcoal, and also like I have separated my grays and whites and blacks from the colorful ones, and I have this, if you noticed, it's all sorted by color. So I go through the color wheel basically in my pencil case, and then here I have these grays and whites and blacks. Once again, the brands that I told you. Also I have some Comtes. This is a Comte pencil, and I have some of the Comtes here. Let's see, what is it that I had as a Comte? They disappeared on me, but yeah, I had 2 more Comte pencils, I think. I had very few of those. So, and here I also have some of those Derwent charcoal pencils, but as I said, generals are really good as well, and also Koh-I-Noor charcoal pencils, and they are in different hardnesses, basically like graphite pencils. You can have them in different hardnesses, and they are great for creating. Ah, there's another Comte. I was looking for it. So this is what goes for the pencils. Now let's pass on to my papers. So papers, first I wanted to show you, this is my handy box of pastel dust. I collect pastel dust in these, and then I create my own pastel. So paper, this is the paper that I use for my sketches and kind of studies. This is just ordinary sandpaper from a DIY store, and it's an 800 grit. I use 800, 600, depending. You can get those here. I have also some in 500. It's just depending. I just walk past a DIY store and go and get some of this paper. So depending on the grit that you need, you have to see with your pressure of your hand, which papers work best for you, because some of them have finer grit. Sorry. And some of them have this grittier surface. So it depends on your hand pressure. Then I have my sketchbook. So this is a sketchbook. Here's like a preview of my sketchbook, stuff that I did, like studies, sketches, and so on. And this is Strathmore toned, and it's quite nice as a paper. It's very smooth, and at the same time it holds pastel very well. And I'm using this tracing paper to actually separate my pages, and so that the pastel doesn't smudge. Then for the pastels, let's see here. Okay, so here I have scissors, tape, stuff like that. This is more for watercolor. And I forgot to say I also have a kneaded eraser, but it always runs away from me, as in Ellie takes it away and she goes around with it, and I can't find it usually. So color wheel. Another sketchbook that I wanted to show you. In fact, I found it on purpose. So this is Fabriano, and this is Ingress paper. It's thinner than paper of the previous sketchbook of the Strathmore, but this one, sorry, my phone is going crazy. Here you have different warm colors, and it's quite nice, and you can use this one as well for sketches, especially to take it out. It is quite expensive though. I think it's more expensive than this one. But still, here you can do the same thing, and they come in different sizes, these. So you can also add sheets of tracing paper, so your pastels don't get smudged. So here I have some of my drawings. Do not store them like this. I'm terrible, I know. You should store them better than that, but the problem with me is that I'm interested in my drawings only as long as I'm drawing them. So here I have the second bits, like the second half of my pastel sticks that I have there kind of put separately. in my box over there. There we go. And here is the paper. So this is Canson paper, and this is Canson MiTeintes, and I hope I pronounced that right. This is an A3. There are 50 sheets of A3 here, and this is the other papers that I bought. This is actually from Jackson's, and you can see that this is like different papers that are not sanded surface from different brands. So I still have to try them. I didn't try all of them, but I want to see if I like something better than Canson. Okay, so the book. At the moment I'm reading. This is an amazing, amazing, amazing book for anyone that wants to study art and wants to actually go into color. So highly suggest it. Then I have some sheets of, this is Ingress paper. Then we go through here, and this is actually that tracing paper that I bought, so I'm cutting it to size and then kind of putting it over my pastel drawings. Some black paper, Fabriano. It's not very bad, not amazing, just some black paper just for those black drawings. Then I have here, there it is. So this is another thing that I wanted to show you, which you should have if you're starting with pastels. So this is Canson MiTeintes. Like they have these blocks of paper that come in different colors, and now that I found the colors that I like the most, so the gray and this one as well. So this is another color that I like. I'm buying them in these sheets of A3, or you can buy them in sheets. Have a mess here. Just a sec, I'm gonna take this thing out so I can show you. So these are the two colors that I'm using mostly. So this gray, and this is, so this one, I don't remember, ivory, and this is flannel gray. So these two, I'm using them mostly in my work. So you have the warm and the cooler, kind of grayish color. Then I also have some acrylic paint here to do the underpaintings. And I bought this one, and I still haven't tried this. More sheets of, more sheets of Ingress paper for those little studies. And this is Canson MiTeintes Touch. So this one comes in different colors. So you can see the colors here. And this is the sanded surface that you actually work on. So it's similar to UArts and Sennelier Lacard and Pastelmat. So it has slightly different texture, but it's like that kind of paper. Again, I have these. And you can also use pastel on any paper that is not glossy. This is craft paper. There's some trash here. So you can use it on craft paper as well. So, but it's gonna give you a different appearance. And also this Ingress paper I wanted to show you. Colored pencils. So I have this Ingress paper. So Daler Rowney, and it has a different texture to it. It's thinner than Canson MiTeintes, but it has this kind of line texture. I don't know if you can see it on video. So yeah, this is basically it, except for maybe this thing that I wanted to show you also. This is a daylight lamp. So this one here, it kind of gives you the full spectrum light when you're working. If I'm working in the evening and I don't see the colors good, you need to be able to see your colors good. So this is the thing that you are looking for. There are more expensive versions. This is, I think it was about 20 something pounds, but this is very useful. And you can work when you do not have daylight. And yep, this is it. That's it, my studio. I showed you everything that I'm working with. And if you have any questions, I will be very happy to answer. But for now, I guess this is it. And I hope I didn't miss anything, but this is basically, yeah, the stuff that I'm working with. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful, and I will be seeing you in the future videos. For now, this is it. Bye.